to the class. Now we are going to first draw our top line 2 inches from the top of the paper, and we'll label. And now we are going to input our measurements. And we have the bust point, under bust, waistline, and the hip line. Then we are going to input our neck measurement. I use 2.75 up, 2.75 down. Then we are going to input our shoulder measurement, which is our shoulder 16 divided by 2 gives you 8. We'll input it there. Then we'll input our armhole measurement, which is also the chest line, 8 inches from the top line. And then we are going to draw our line to join the points that I have marked. Please note that the chest line can also serve as an under bust neckline when you are contouring this particular bodice. Now we are going to draw our armhole line, and from our armhole line we are going to draw our neckline from the already drawn neckline. You know it was 2.75 across and 2.75 down. So you use your curved ruler, put it well, and then draw your neckline. Now we are going to draw our shoulder slope. We'll come down from the top line 1 inch down, and we'll join at the neckline, just like that. Thank you. Now we are going to divide our armhole line. That straight armhole line is 8. We'll divide it by 2, and you have 4. You mark it the middle. You get the middle, and then you take ½ inch inside. That's 0.5 inches inside, and draw the armhole like so. Perfect. So now, after doing that, we are going to get our nipple to nipple. You know, while measuring, you measure your nipple to nipple. So your nipple to nipple is actually 8 inches, and we'll divide that 8 inches by 2, and we'll have 4. So we'll mark it all the way from the bust point down to the hip line, and draw a straight line to join the markings. Now, after doing that, we are now going to go to the under bust to shape the under bust, you know, so that there will be no puff. We're going to mark 1 inch on both sides of the nipple to nipple line. 1 inch there, 1 inch there will give you 2 inches. And from the under bust, you come down by 1 inch and you mark like so. And on the waistline, you come down by 4.5 inches and mark like so. Then you now use your ruler to draw out the lines. You join from the under bust to the to half of the hip measurement, and now draw from the bust point to the under bust, like just like that. Okay, so now we are going to draw the shoulder, which is not compulsory, depending on the style that you want to do. So we'll get half of the shoulder. The shoulder there was 5, so we'll get half of the shoulder, which is 2.5, just like that. And we head to the bust point. The bust point, you come up by 1 inch and draw the straight line to get to that 1 inch. Then you now join the shoulder line down to the 1 inch point, just like that. Now we are not going to get into putting in our measurements. I'm just shading that place out so that you will know that place, when you're cutting it out, please. So we'll get to the shoulder measurements, inputting the body measurements. So right here, I'm going to use 9. That's 18 divided by 2 gives you 9. That's half of the main bust measurement, and add 1 inch for allowance. I'm going to input my under bust measurement, and now add the 2 inches I took out on the dart. You know, I took out 1 inch on the side and 1 inch on the side, which make it, so I'll now add it, then plus the allowance, which is 1 inch. So I'm adding approximately 3 inches. I'll do the same for the waistline. I'll add the space that you measure it, and now add it. So the space there was 1.5. I'm not going to add it on the side plus the 1 inch. So I'm now going to input my hip measurement. there is nothing there to add, so I'm not adding anything there. So I am now going to join all these contours together like so. So what I'm doing here is taking the bust point measurement over to the chest line and just inputting it there. Please, on when you want to do your own, just input your bust measurement on the chest line. It will be way easier. I should have used the hip curve to draw my hip line. I couldn't find my hip curve, so I had to use the straight ruler. But I am going to use the hip curve now so you understand how to use the hip curve. You just keep it where the 2 points are going to be together, and you're doing, because the hip is not straight, so it's not supposed to be straight. The hip has a curve on it, so that's how you're going to do it. We are going to head over to our back bodice, and we are going to start drafting our back bodice. So from the waistline, you're going to measure 15 inches upwards. 15 inches is your half length for the back. Your front length is 17 inches, while your back length is 15 inches. So I'm going to draw a line across like so, just like that. Yes. So on the back measurement, I'm going to input my neck measurement and come up by 0.75 inches. I'm going to mark it down and use my curve ruler to curve that out, just like that. I'm now going to input my shoulder measurement, which was 16 divided by 2, 8, just like so. I'm going to input my armhole, 8, which will serve as my chest line too, and draw a line across, just for you to understand what I am doing. I'm going to join the shoulder, that shoulder to the chest line. I'm going to slope my shoulder down, like so, just like that. And I am going to draw my armhole curve. Right here, the back armhole not the same with the front armhole. Please don't make a mistake of drawing the back armhole the same with the front armhole. So there is no coming in. Let's just say you come in by 0.25 inches, right? Just to get. So I'm just checking what I have on my front measurement to input the measurement on my back. So right here, so on the back measurement, the nipple to nipple is different with the front measurements, nipple to nipple. So on the back measurement, the nipple to nipple is 8 divided by 2, 4. So you're going to add 1 more inch, which is going to make it 5 for the back. So that is what I am inputting on the back measurement. So I have drawn that, but on the back measurement, instead of making it 1, I did 0.75 on the waistline and drew it down to the bust point. Then drew it down to my hip. From the waistline, you draw it down to 6.5 to get the dart for the down. It's different from the. So I am just going to go over quickly what I did. I drew my neckline, I sloped my shoulder, I drew my armhole, exactly as to my chest line, used my curved ruler to draw my armhole, like so. Then I measured my nipple to nipple, 4, added 1, which would be 5, and I ruled that line to the hip line. Then on the side of the line, I took 0.75 on one side, 0.75 on the other side. If you add it together, that's 1.5 all together. Then you draw it to the bust point and down to 6.5. Then you input your measurements, and that dart that you took, whatever is there on the dart, you add it. So if you have like 7, you add plus 1.5, which was the dart. That would be like 8, 9 plus 1, 10. That would be your waist measurement. Now on the back, that is my zip line that I'm drawing. You know, the back is not straight, so I am going to contour the back. So on the waistline, I came in by 0.5 on the waistline, and I just drew the line down and drew the line down. So from the waistline, I hope you understand this class. Please ask questions I'll be here to respond to any question that you have, right? On the zip line, please, you come in from the side by ½ inch, then draw not almost to the end but not to the end. That's me defining the chest line. Then you draw from that 0.5, you draw down to the end. So I hope you understand it. If you do not understand it, please message me and I'll try to answer your questions. Thank you very much. So on the front, you know that the front now was 17 and the back half length is 15, right? So that what we are going to do is we are going to create a side dart so that the front and the back will match, right? So now your side dart is, so your front half length minus your back half length will give you your side dart, which is 17 minus 15 gives you 2 inches. So from the bust point line, you're going to measure 2 inches down, and then on the bust point line, you're going to come in by 1 inch like so and draw out your side dart. I hope you understand.